Oh, damn, I'm live. Sorry, guys. Been scrambling around a little bit here, just getting ready, and had a last-second PB&J sandwich for supper. And then I realized I had an old dirty shirt on because I've been working today, and so I just had to go quickly grab the first scrap, whatever piece of rag shirt I could find. So this is it. So anyways, welcome. Sunday night, DWIT 3D. How is everybody tonight? I think we have a few people on already. We have Jerry 3D Printing and Painting. You shared on Facebooks and the Twitters to help out. I much appreciate that. I appreciate that as always. Thank you. Jason, good to see you. Awesome. And listen, loved your comment about the windows, and I love that image you sent me. That's kind of cool. I might even share that later. We'll see if I can. Non-fam, hello, and John Kloop, hello. How is everybody so far? It looks like there are. Let me refresh this screen over here. Whew. There we go. 8 people on so far. Yes. Here we go. So yeah, it was sort of a last second rushing around, getting a few things upstairs set up for little Ethan. You guys all know Ethan. Hit that like button and subscribe. Okay. Anyways, so I came down. I had to throw the first thing I could find on, and not a bad looking shirt, actually, to be honest. Great channel too. If you guys haven't seen Tripod Garage's channel, John, subscribe to it. Just look up on the YouTube's Tripod's Garage. Jeff Hutchins from Abbey, how are you? Welcome to the channel. And who else? Built Over Bot, hello. I should charge Tripod for marketing. Hey, Paul Cumber. But he actually has been giving out a few of my things. He gave out some of my business cards and stickers at Murph. Yes. So, well, we're working on trade of service type thing here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's all good. Man, it's warm down here again tonight. So I got the old fan blowing on my back. Let's go to the medium setting there. So I decided I've had some boxes sitting off with some things to build. And I thought it's about time because basically, well, let's back up a step. Some of you may or may not have seen my stream. Astro Printer, Liam, how are you? CNC. Yeah! There we go. Some of you may or may not have seen my stream 150 years ago. John Klopp, hello, welcome. I'm going to try and catch everybody as they come in. So if I miss you, just keep posting hello or say, hey, I'm here. So a few months ago, I don't remember, it was a long time ago. It was a while ago because now they've got the new version out. Right now, everybody's been streaming about and unboxing the Ortour LaserMaster 2 Pro version of the laser. So a long time ago, Radioactive Scale, I see you there. Stephen Poole, I see you. I think I'm caught up to everybody. Anyways, I did an unboxing and a building of that Ortour LaserMaster 2, not the Pro version, just the 2 version. And then I dropped it from there. That's back when my studio was in a misarray. It is what it was. And so I just decided recently, because I was encouraged by all these streams about the LaserMaster 2 Pro, and I broke my laser out. Broke it. I got it out, and actually, I'm happy with some of the results I've been getting. I just did this little, it's just a little cutting board I bought at the dollar store cheap. Lasered a recipe on it. That was Richard Cleveland from the First Layer gave me that great idea to put a recipe on a cutting board. It's a great little keepsake because this is one of Mom's old family recipes passed down from my grandmother. And it turned out really nice. So the bottom part, I kind of screwed up when I tried to add something to it. So it's like a bad tattoo. I covered it up. So anyways, so I've got that laser out in my garage. And I've been having some fun playing around with the laser. I love it. And I figure, you know what the heck? Laser, wood. It's not a strong enough laser, say, to cut this sort of thing or whatever. And I thought laser, wood, CNC. What time? This has been sitting on my floor for, I've had this for a while. This is the SaniSmart Genmitsu 3018 Prover laser. Laser, CNC. Anyways, let's put this aside. Yeah, that turned out beautiful. I'm quite proud of that. And so I thought, you know what? Since I'm into the wood aspect of the maker community type thing, and in a way it is three-dimensional because this is a three-dimensional box. That's a three-dimensional cutting board, and it was a three-dimensional laser in itself. It doesn't cut on 3 dimensions, but just roll that around in your head for a while. Anyways, oh, The Apprentice, hello. I see you up there. So I thought I may as well get this going. This is going to be an interesting build tonight. I want to keep my stream 2 hours long, so I'm not going to yammer on too much. So I have no clue what I'm in for this. I think this is a complete kit. I don't know how long it's going to take to build, but we're going to see what we can get done in 2 hours. Because I'm in my basement studio, I don't think I will. I may try running it, but I don't think I'll actually cut something. We'll see. We'll see, because I think this is more an out in the garage type thing where the dust can fly. But I think, as I discovered last week or the week before, was it? I may have an enclosure for this that I didn't realize I have. So this CNC has a laser head. I believe you're right, Liam. I believe you're right. I don't know if it came with a laser head. We'll see. But I'm pretty sure you can adapt a laser head to this. Yes, you are correct. I'm almost 99.9989% positive you're right on that. Most of the time, routers and lasers are called 2.5 dimensions. So not quite 3D, so 2.5D. Okay. Anyways, good. Whew. Here, I'm warm. I'm sweating a bit. Oh. Love my little cordless portable fan here. I can take it anywhere I want. Let's just put it over here for now. Well, for those of you who were last week, I did manage to get some decent prints off of the FL Sun SR. Right now it's running a piece right there. I did actually print... I'm starting to print the actual droid for my droid racer, the Michael Baddeley droid racer, finally. So I printed one of the body parts. I think this is the shoulder. I had a little issue, and this is just a filament issue I'm working on with some stringing. A little bit of stringing inside there, but I'm working on that. That's some extraction settings. And it may be, we got a little bit of humidity out here lately, so it could be a little bit of moisture in the filament, but not a bad looking print at all off of this printer. And right now I'm printing the dome head. So that's in the middle of a, it's not in the middle, it's sort of at the beginning stages of a 5 hour or so print. So that's where we're at with the FL Sun Silent SR Speed Racer. It's working well. I've done a few pieces this week. They were actually customer pieces, so I don't have my, took pictures and brought them in and sold them. So, it should work for you, Build Over Bot. Okay, so let's get into the box. I still haven't got my overhead camera set up yet. I got the cool microphone. Anybody wearing headphones, heads up. But I got the microphone right above me here. That's the upper torso piece. Yeah, okay. Let's see if it's the upper torso. Yeah, you're right. Look, it looks like a torso piece to me. Yeah, so, and now I'm getting the dome head, and then I'm just going to print some other pieces as we go. So let's cut into this box and see what we got. Oh, I was saying I don't have my overhead camera, but I've got a couple of views. I've got this main view, if you really want to see me and do work here, which is fine. I've got the close-up cam, which I can move around, and I've got a bench cam, which is basically a camera right here with me right there, so you can kind of see me too. And then I've got a sort of a different view, this kind of a view with a camera that's right over here. So I'll switch back and forth between these views as we go. And we'll do that. Hey, Kenneth Sang, hello, welcome, hello, thank you. Thanks for popping in. Let's cut this box open and see what we're in for. I have no clue. I'm trying to think. I don't even think I've ever watched a complete build of one of these machines yet. So this is brand new to me. Those are 1080. Oh, by the way, how is my video looking tonight? Remember last week we had issues with the video? Let me just have a quick peek on YouTube. And it looks pretty good, actually. Streaming looks pretty good. I think we had an issue with the interweb service last week. Internet, interwebs, whatever. These are 1080p cameras. And I should be streaming in 1080p. These are they're just Logitech. So the two that I showed you. The one right now, that's a Sony a5100 that you're watching me on right now. And then this one is that close-up camera that we've all seen. Everybody seems to have adapted to these close-up cameras. These guys right here. See, this guy. I call it the little Pixar camera type thing. And then the other two, yeah, so that's a Logitech. One's a C920 and one's a C7. I don't know. They're just two Logitech cameras. So, yeah. The expensive brand, I don't know. Anyways, let's open this up. I don't have an overhead, but we will, I think I can see pretty good from that camera right there. I mean, so, yeah. Because I have no clue what I'm in for. So, we're going to open and throw. So, let's have a look. First thing we have on top is the Genmitsu. Looks like a instruction manual. Free product giveaway with some code that I should have scanned a long time ago. But this is the CNC router 3018 Pro Ver, PRO Ver, version 1.2, June 2020. We have some CNC, appropriately enough, cut materials. So there's the little 3018 Pro Ver. So I'm pretty sure, based on the pictures, these are the side panels. Okay. We have, looks like a USB cable. And we have some stepper motor cables, a ribbon cable. And we have a piece of styrofoam to take off. Boop. What company makes the Pixar CU camera? What company makes this camera? This little guy, the little... Everybody remembers the first ever Pixar movie with a camera that was bouncing around. I have no idea what company makes this. I got this off Amazon.com. If you want to screen capture this, I put it on the close-up camera, but go figure. There is the... Come on. If you want to screen capture that, there's the model number. Document camera model K913AF. Off of Amazon.com. And if you missed that, just rewind the video later and you can freeze it and get the information. We have a power cord. We have a second power cord. Two power cords. Obviously, I'll find out why we need two power cords, both North American plugs. So obviously we need two power cords for some reason. Ooh, I like that. There's a lot of parts in this. Here, let me switch to this guy. It's a very well laid out parts kit with all the parts to build this thing. All laid out instead of in plastic bags. It's in a nice little tray. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Lightning was close. We had a big electrical storm this morning, believe it or not. So it sounds like you're having a storm there, Old Curmudgeon. Then we have some cable looming. Cable is looming around. And it looks like we have some... Oh, it's nice. It looks like a set of router bits, I suppose. Whoops. Close-up camera. Over here. Oh, whoa. Looks like a set of router bits that it came with. Some various sizes or shapes or something. So, it's my first time ever, actually, playing with a router. I've seen the big routers. In the business, in my full-time business, I deal with companies that have the massive 8-foot by 10-foot router beds. But I've never actually done anything router-related myself, so kind of exciting. More packaging. Let's just show you guys what's inside here. So you can have a quick peek at that. How well packaged it is. It looks like it's got a touch screen there and a control panel or whatever it is. Looks like it might be partially assembled already too. So it looks like we're going to pull out what they call in the router world an assembled gantry of some sort. Oh, that's all pre-assembled. Oh, that's nice. So that'll save me having to assemble that portion of it. This is obviously where the tool rides in. And I can't slide that because it's on a threaded rod attached to that stepper motor. The one video I did watch a long time ago, this all had to be assembled. So this is all pre-assembled. This is all injection molded plastic here. Really seems like it's well made. Obviously, it would be better if it was steel, I guess, but and the sides are stainless steel, aluminum. These are casted aluminum, and this is an injection molded sort of a heavy duty plastic that's on there. So very cool. Let's put this aside. Let's see what's going on. Document. Oh, look at that, Jerry. Well, thank you, Jerry. Jerry 3D Printing and Painting. Fabulous channel if you haven't subscribed to it. And if you haven't, shame on you. Go subscribe to Jerry's channel. He just put a link up there for the document camera. There we go. No more than 300 meters away by the timing after the flash. Yeah. I've been once in my life. I was in a parking lot at a grocery store when I lived in Toronto, Ontario. And I came out and lightning literally hit across the street. There was no time between the lightning strike and the noise. And my ears were ringing for 3 days later. So I can relate to that. Wonderful. Thank you, Jerry. And it's affiliate link. Yes. So if you are interested in that camera, go to that link that Jerry put there. And it is an affiliate link. And that helps Jerry out. And he deserves the help for putting that post up there. Jerry's always on top of all this stuff on everybody's posts. So thank you, Jerry. Okay. What end mills they included? I don't know. We'll find out. I'll open it up. I don't know what these things are. Hey, hello there, Larry. 3D Medic Vince. Hello, how are you? 3 millimeter end mills. One flat, one ball, and one V-carve is normally in the kits. Okay. I have no idea what that means because I'm new to this, but we're going to learn. We have a power brick. That's what one of the plugs are for. We have a... Ooh, this looks like a... the main board, power on off switch. So let me give you guys a close-up of this. I'm going to bring this Stream Deck a little closer so I can have quicker access to the buttons. So this looks like nicely enclosed main board. Okay. All the plugs ready to go there for me. Really well labeled. It almost looks like there's a film still left on this. Well, maybe there's not. Maybe it's supposed to be. Look at that after, because I should be able to see through that little flare. Let's see. I'm just curious if there's a film left on top of that. Maybe not. Anyways, there's the main board. The brains. The brains. I've been watching a zombie series called Black Friday or Black Summer. Sorry. Really, really cool series. Some blue strippy things. Those are going to go somewhere where blue strippy things go. So. And we have, this looks like, oh, come on, control panel. Semi-smart, so it's an Gerbil offline. There we go. It's called a Gerbil offline controller. So I'm assuming this means there's an SD card slot up here that I don't have to have my laptop with me to do a cut. I can download whatever I need, put the card in here, and control the router with this without having a laptop close to it, which is great because obviously that's going to keep the laptop from getting dusty and dirty. Exciting. Yay. And we have something else in here. Come on. We have a really high. Oh, this is one of the highest quality Phillips screwdrivers I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, right. I shouldn't have done that. And it looks like, the motor head. Okay, I'm assuming this is called, I'm sure I'll be corrected, but this looks like it's the motor head, the tool head, something like that. So obviously the tool goes in here. Wait, I'm not going to fit in there though. You know, I just called myself a tool. So the tool is going to go in here. There, it looks like it's going to do some soldering to get that hooked up. There's the motor head. Is there any specs on here as to how powerful this thing is? Nope. It just says forward. Yeah, so tool head, I guess. I'm assuming that's called a tool head. Get it? Tool. Anyways, sorry, I digress. You can export the NC files to micro SD and then print without a laptop. Awesome. That's great. Spindle. Thank you. Okay, I stand corrected. It's a spindle. Well, would it not also be called a tool head? Is there not? Does a tool not go in here? Just saying. That's tiny. What, this is tiny? Well, it's a tiny machine. Yeah, it's compared to my head, it's pretty tiny. So yeah. Okay, we got another layer here. Okay. Down. We have, another layer here. And, okay. Where is, let's see. The box is empty now. I can get rid of that. This looks like okay. I'm pretty sure I know what this is called. I'm going to screw the name up because of all you techno geeks out there. You're going to correct me. This is the bed. The bed. Is that right? Tell me. The bed. Here. Let's get a side view of it. The bed. All the T-nuts are in place already. Look at that. T-nuts on that side. T-nuts on this side. This thing is more assembled than I thought. I thought for sure all this was going to need assembling. But let's see. Is it the bed? Tiny, tiny cutting platform. Oh, Liam, you're just saying that. You just... Did it take you a second to think of that? It's the bed. Well, maybe. I don't know. Or it's a cutting platform. Seems to slide. Is it supposed to? Yes, it is. Well... Oh, I see. It's not connected on the bottom here. Looks like there's some screws that are going to go in to connect it to the Z-axis motor or the Y-axis motor. I don't know, whatever. Let's get the instructions out and start building. Now that we have all the parts, that's not going to be as much assembly as I thought, because I know I've watched a video where this whole gantry had to be assembled from like nothing. The motors were loose, everything. So, wow, that's pretty cool. Cutting platform. I just got it. Yeah. I'm just checking. I'm catching up on chat. It's just like I blurted out. Cutting platform. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at the instructions. Genmitsu. They give me a. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. So it's a big chart, which it's hard to see from there, but it's a big chart showing the different milling bits you can get and what they're used for. Kind of handy. Nice. That may have to be laminated and hung up somewhere for somebody like me who's new to this. Then we have a thank you card. Oh, that is scored so nicely, and that is a beautiful printing and score job. Anyways, thank you card. I'll scan that QR code. Free product giveaway. Unless anybody wants to, I'm going to give you a chance here. If anybody has your phone handy, go ahead and scan that QR code real quick. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time up. Okay. See what you got for free. What the giveaway was. Okay. Let's open the book. We have a table of contents. It's a well-made book. I mean, you can tell that the quality of the product this company makes based on, look, full color pictures, close-up pictures. Yeah. Anyways, let's see how well it goes together. That's going to be on me, the user. If things go well, if everything goes well here and you guys are happy with this, hit the like button, subscribe, DWIT 3D, and more. There's more coming. I've been shooting a lot of video this week for some different content that people have been requesting. And if things go horribly, horribly wrong tonight and something doesn't work, you're watching Tripod's Garage. Sorry, I couldn't resist that. Oh, I love it. Too blurry to scan. Well, Mr. Jason and friends, I'm going to give you 8 seconds this time. Hang on. Whoa. 1. Hold on. Come on. There we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on. Get it while it's sharp. Okay, enough of that. It's probably a free coffee mug or something. I don't know. Anyways, if I don't want this to go on all night, we're going to have to start building here. I'm going to be lazy and sit down a bit because I can. I'm going to grab, I'm sure I'm going to need this. Okay, let's see. Would this camera view be better? Let's do this. Yeah, let's go here. And you guys, this might be not a bad view for you guys. Yeah, okay. That's what pause rewind is for. Thank you, old curmudgeon. There you go. Okay. This is just telling me the unboxing and the parts I have. And I'm pretty sure. Oh, that is so nicely packaged. I mean, look at that. Wrenches. Oh. All the pieces nice and laid out. I mean, that is some nice packaging. I mean, to me, that's a pretty well made quality product. But we shall see. $150 and a 5 shirt. Okay, $150 and a 5 shirt. There we go. You win Chinglish instructions. Yeah. Let's see how this works. Optional accessories. Okay, so there we go. So as Liam said, one of the optional accessories is a laser head, 5.5 watt laser module. That's actually the same strength laser module that I have on my Ortor Laser Master 2. So yeah, so it's one of the accessories, laser, and then the obviously router bits, resin board for CNC as an accessory, acrylic sheet. I can get all that stuff. I don't need any of that stuff. And of course, it all comes with QR codes to scan and get those things. T-shirt bad, phone keyboard. What? Oh, T-shirt. I think 5. I was wondering what a 5 shirt was. Anyways, you can blame it on that if you want. Okay, preparing your base for assembly. What you will need: 2 M16x16 bolts, Allen key, and X-axis assembly. Flip the assembly on its flip side. Okay. You guys let me know if you want a different camera view. I think this one's going to work. So it looks like we're going to flip this on its back side. And we're going to do some assembly here. This is where I need that Phillips screwdriver that I just tucked away. But that's okay. So we need the M16 bolts, 2 of them. Now, this is where M6 16 millimeter. I like Prussia's builds because they give you a cheat sheet. But I can pretty much guess that an M6 are these massively big bolts. But the 16 millimeter, it's going to be the longer one because we have 2 different size M6 bolts here. So the 16 is probably going to be the bigger one. But we'll find that out. Align the aluminum build plate center slot with the blue Y-axis lead screw and mount as shown in the picture. So what we're going to do here maybe, I wonder if this would be a better. There we go. I'll show you what I'm doing. This will give you guys an idea what I'm doing here. I'm going to use my own Allen keys, I'm sorry to say. So basically what they're asking me to do is to basically screw this on the rod assembly onto those T-nuts that are underneath there using M16 bolts, which is going to be these ones here. And I'm going to guess that that is a 3.5 millimeter head, and I'm going to guess wrong. My second guess is that that's going to be a 4 millimeter head, and I'm wrong. Wow. Well, 3 guesses for a buck. Whoa, that's big. Holy cow. Did they actually tell me what size to use? Yeah, 5 millimeter. If I'd have read the instructions, I'd know that I need the 5 millimeters Allen wrench. The cheat sheet is on the cover of the parts. It is? For the length, too? Oh, it's not a cheat sheet, but it does tell me what bolts. Thanks, Built Over Bot. That's not too embarrassing, is it? So I'm going to screw that in. This in. This is not the right one. Oh, they've got a couple different. They've one of those little plastic dividers has come out in here, so I've mixed up some M5s and M6s. So I was thinking that's not the right one, but there it is there. Tighten the 2 bolts to secure the lead screw mount. Tighten, and we'll just give this a, because we're tightening plastic, I'm not going to go too heavy on them, because I'm sure injection molded plastic can still bend. There we go. It doesn't say to. When do I snip that? Or do I have to snip that now? I think I'll snip that now. There's just a little zip tie here holding the holding everything from moving around. Where's my little snippers? The manual is cheating. Yeah. When you make stuff idiot-proof, they just build better idiots. Thanks, Liam. I'll get rid of that. Okay, now I'm going to need some M10. Let's switch back over here. There we go. Ah, that light's annoying. Hang on. Okay. Locate the limit switch mounts. So that's that part. Now we're going to install limit switches and cable holders to the Y-axis. This be the Y-axis. Well, this be the Y. You know what I mean. So I'm going to need cable holders. So it looks like we have cable holders. Man, those are in there tight. Where's my needle nose? Actually, I could probably take a couple of those out. I'm going to need 6 cable holders. My fingers are too big to fit in there. There we go. And I need 10 M3 5mm screws. M3 5mm. Right here, we have 16 of them. Hey, Mika Steve. Doing something a little different than a 3D printer today. We're having fun with this. My first time ever on a CNC. So, real men don't use manuals. Liam, if I didn't use a manual, it'd be entertaining. No doubt in my mind it would be entertaining. Limit switches. So yeah, obviously I know what a limit switch is. There's one limit switch there. They're the things that go clicky click when you push them. We need 2 of them. Oh, come on. I think they're all the same. Yeah, those are all the same. There's 4 and they're all the same. There we go. And we need a Phillips screwdriver. I choose to use my good Phillips screwdriver, dare I say. This is a really cool one where you just push the other bit out. Boom. Looking at the limit switch mounts and the indents on the inner side. So inside here, what it's telling me is right in, let me just get this around better view for you guys. If you look right in here, there's indent there, and on the other side there's the same indent for the limit switch right in here. Okay, let's just leave this camera on while we're doing this. Install cable wire hole, one each side is shown. Mount indents on the inner side of the frame. Locate them. That's all I'm finding, as I'm not doing anything yet. Install cable wire holders in the pre-drilled holes next to the limit switches using 3mm screws. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so the cable holders are going on the outside. It's not very clear. Let's see what the picture shows here. So here's what I'm looking at here. So it says install cable wire holders in the pre-drilled holes next to the limit switches using 3mm screws. Install 2 cable holders on each side facing the inside of the frame. Install 2 holders on the outside of the frame in the back stepper motor side. Okay. See, this is why... there, I'm looking at a different picture. Here we go. Okay. Next page, the picture is much more clear. So we have cable holders there, and then we have the limit switch going in here. Okay. That first picture wasn't really all that clear. So. And I don't think there's one way up or another on these. Nope. So we're going to install this in here. Hold it so it stays vertical. Hey, Maker Viking. Thomas, how are you? If you have a bunch of leftover parts, you've improved it. Yes, of course. And cut the costs, right? Especially if it works. I'm going to sneeze in a second, guys, so forgive me. Excuse me. Felt that one coming a mile away. I kind of think I need a smaller... No, I'm not going to complain because you guys are going to say, well, you threw that other screwdriver away. This one's working fine. Okay, we'll hold this vertical. Okay. Now I'm assuming I'm going to do this on both ends, even though it doesn't say anything about that, but I'm pretty sure, given the fact 1, 2, 3, 4, because there's limit switches on both. Here, let's switch here. Does this camera do any good right now? No, it doesn't. Hello, I see you. There. So there's limit switches on this side as well as this side. So I'm going to take the liberty of... Yes. Is it 2 a.m. for you, Thomas? Wow. So I'm just going to install the same thing on this side. It's not saying to right now, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to. Or I mean cable holders here. Actually, this will be much easier this way. There we go. Actually, I can turn this around like this. And just give you guys a better view here. I'm just installing the cable holders over on this side. Big fingers. Okay. I just need, I don't want to say it. Although Kieran's not on the stream tonight, so I just need to find the hole to get it started. Come on. There we go. That's the hardest part, especially when it's in a tight spot like this. Keep it vertical. There we go. And then turn this around. And it looks like they've also got, looks like I've also got to put a couple cable holders on this side. Yeah, here and here. "2:40 a.m. You are a crazy man, but I appreciate you being on here." One there. Oh, and look at that. Said it needed 6, and I've used 6 of them. Well, I've used 5. This is number 6. Okay. Now, I guess I have to put limit switches in. So these, let's see. It looks like they go in just such as. Why is there an indent there then? Oh, I see. Just to hold the little nibby things. So it looks like these go in just like this here. There we go. So these are going to screw in. Man, my hands are big for holding such tiny electronics. So these are the limit switches. And based on the drawing, they screw in right like that. Oops. Just like that. So let's get a couple more of these little screws out. Man, those are hard to get out. I wonder if this is where did I put my screwdriver bit? There it is. These are hard to reach in there. Oh, good. Thank goodness for magnets, you know. What would we do without magnetics? Okay, so let's get back in here. And that little guy faces downwards, kind of like this. Yeah. Just need to get it started. There we go. I know my hands are right in the way here. Now the bottom one could be fun. You know what I need? I've got to find my little electric screwdriver because it's got magnetic tip. But I'm just not quite sure where I put it after my studio cleanup. There we go. Now, let's see if I can snug these up a bit here. One. Okay. Limit switch. And we'll turn it around. And we will do the same to this side. Mike, how are you? Never let the machines win. Never going to happen again. This one's going to go in the other way, obviously. I don't even think I need to read the instructions to see this one. If only they had given me a screwdriver in the kit. Right? Yeah, but it would have been too long and too fussy for this. I like to sometimes just use this little thing off. I call it offline, off the handle, because it's so much easier to get in there, and then I'll just put it on the handle and snug it up after. But it's so much easier for me to work with this guy, because at least that way, just like that, I can get those little screws started where they got to go. But with that other big one they gave me, I wouldn't be able to manipulate. If I take this camera this angle, I wouldn't be able to manipulate my fingers underneath like this to get to that bottom screw so easy, which I can't see because of that rod. So I'm going to just guess. I can't see it. I can't see it. I guess I got to stand up a little. Man, I'm trying my best to accommodate what you guys need to see versus the practicality that makes it easier for me. There we go. Once I get it started, I'm okay. There we go. It started. It started. Okay, now we'll snug them up. If only. There we go. So we got limit switch in here with the cable holders. We got a limit switch in here with the cable holders. Now we're going to put the 4 base feet on. Come on, come on. Get out of there. That's true. Good point there, apprentice. Hey, Jake from State Farm. Hello. Use the force or watch the camera. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, actually. But right now we're just putting the bottom of the base feet on. That looks like about a 3 millimeter hack. See how good I am now. 3 millimeter. No, probably 3. Oh. Gone with my first instinct. Yeah, I should have gone with my first instinct. 3 millimeter. There we go. Okay, we're done with this for now. Whew, I need a drink. I need a drink, folks. And there we go. So let's set this aside for a second. Looks like we're going to do some work on this. Okay. Limit switch to the X-axis, the X and Z-axis gantry. Okay, so we need the next 2 limit switches. We're going to need some more of these fancy little 6 millimeter screws. There we go. Let's just pull them all out while I'm here. ABS spacer. There's an ABS spacer. The second one. Okay. 3 cable holders. 1 and 2 and 3. And a screwdriver. Looks like we got it all covered. Okay, so with this facing the back, that way, actually, this way, so you guys can see better. Actually, maybe, you know what? Oh, this might be a cool camera for this one. There we go. There's the camera view for this. Looks like we're putting cable holders on both sides. Interesting. Okay. Oh, these are so flippin' tiny. Oh, these are so tiny. And I'm a tiny whiny. So we have one there, and it goes sideways. Okay, and it also looks like I put one on the inside of this as well. Now this isn't really close, is it? Hang on. That's better. So we have one we put here. Looks like they also want to put one on the inside. Let's hope these screws don't hit each other. They shouldn't. Look at that. Almost like they planned for that, you know. There we go. And then the same, we're going to put another one down below, right below it, right here. Oh, that's a better camera view there. Wow. I like that. I like that a lot. Well, they wanted 3 cable holders, but yet they're showing me putting in 4. That makes no sense. If you look here, they're showing 1, 2, 3, 4. But they've only asked for 3 cable holders. Anyways, I'll worry about that in a second. There is one more cable holder left, so either that or that's part number 3. No, that's part number 33. Oh well, we'll take the last one out and put it in. Picture shows it. I'm actually following you guys who say, you know, not to read the instructions, or only real men don't read instructions. Well, I'm actually, if it's any bonus, I'm going out of the order of the instructions. So these weren't supposed to go on yet. So we'll see what happens. Hang on, that my mug shot there is kind of in the way. Bear with me 1 second. I gotta pop open this OBS window. I gotta move this over there. That's better. That way you guys can see the whole part, what's going on here. So step 1, first install, the first limit switch to install is on the stepper motor side, hence this side. You'll need the 2 white ABS spacers and the longer 20 M3 screws. Is that those ones right here? Let's just double check. M320, and there's only 2 of them. So do not drop a screw. There's one. Man. Thank goodness for magnetic screwdriver tips. Okay, and then there's, let's back up a bit. There's the spacers. There's the screws. There's the limit switch. Okay. Locate the 2 pre-drilled holes on the inside of the gantry next to the lead screw. Inside of the gantry next to the lead screw. Okay. Inside of the gantry. Oh, who told me to do this before? Turn it on end. Makes it a little easier. So there's 2 pre-drilled holes right here. Okay. Not that you need to see this angle, but yeah. If you got the camera, use it. So you can see the 2 pre-drilled holes right here. Using the 2 M3020 screws to secure the limit switch, followed by the spacers into the frame. Okay. So, I'm just trying to picture which way this is going to go. So I'm assuming that this is going to go. Actually, I got this close-up camera on the wrong side. Hang on. You're going to get dizzy here. My bad. There we go. I don't like that shadow, but not much I can do about that. And I just dropped the limit switch. Ah! So, from what I'm understanding and seeing on the instructions, one goes in there, one goes in there, and we have our ABS tubes, ABS tube, and then this is going to go on like so. They expect me to get my finger in there with a screwdriver? Are you kidding me? You rebel. Yes, Jason. See what I can do here. I can get my fingers around that. I just need to find the hole to get it started, and I'm laughing. There we go. There goes one. And I believe I got this one. Oh man, I believe I got it. Come on. Yes. Sorry, I know my hand's in the way there. But this is not always easy to do without getting my hands in the way. There we go. I believe I got it started. I believe that's caught. And I do believe this is the right way. Look at that. Now, put the handle on and snug those in a bit. There we go. That makes sense because that limit switch is going to be hit by this piece up top. Okay. There we go. Limit switch in place. I do want a bit of street cred. If I'm not going to use the if I'm using the instructions, I'm at least going to be a little bit of a rebel and go out of order. You're out of order. You're out of order. This whole courtroom's out of order. Who can name that movie? I'm taking the language out of it, but it goes, you're out of order. You're out of order. You're out of order. This whole bleep bleep courtroom is out of order. Something like that. Who knows that movie? Anyways, movie nostalgia. Okay. You may also rotate the lead screw to move the motor mount away when installing the limit switch. Oh, now they tell me so that I can use the lead screw and move this out of the way to fit a screwdriver in there. Look at that. But duh. Anyways. Install 4 cable holders on the same side of the gantry, 2 on the inside, 2 on the outside. Hey, it's already done. These guys and these guys. I feel like such a rebel here. Okay. Next step. Gantry alignment tool. Oh, we're getting serious now when we need alignment tools. Okay, let's get this camera back out of the way here. I need this gantry alignment tool. Why did I leave the paper on? I guess they do. I could peel the paper off and it would be a nice, pretty, shiny, clear, transparent piece of acrylic or whatever that material is. Okay. Allen key, 4mm Allen key wrench. 4mm. And I'm going to need my X-Baxter. So I'm done with this for a second. Actually, I'm going to put this on this side. Because it's a little, no, I'm going to put this just like that. more stable. We're going to need this. Okay. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. We may need to back this up a little bit here so you guys can catch everything that's going on here. Set the X-axis/Z-axis gantry over your Y-axis base assembled as shown. Okay. We're going to set this like this. And we're going to set this like this. Oh, I see. Okay. Like that, sort of. Okay. Night Court. Oh, Jason M. Ding, 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 ding. And Justice for All. Al Pacino. Haha. What a great movie. Pretty close, John Klopp, but, well, it was very similar. But yeah, and Justice for All. Jason wins the prize. Jason, contact me later. I'll get your prize in the mail. Okay. Place the acrylic spacer template underneath the gantry. Okay, so to prop up. Okay, so I'm going to just give you guys a bit of a view here of what I've got to do. So this spacer plate, well, that makes kind of no sense. And well, okay, well, I'll tell you my meaning and my thought in a minute. What they're saying is to place the spacer plate underneath the gantry, just like that. Okay. Which kind of lines up. You know what I did when I saw those T-nuts before? Hang on a second. Oh no, those T-nuts are all in place. I think I slid those ones out of place on the other side. Oops. Oh well, we can fix that. Okay. Place the acrylic spacer template underneath the gantry to prop up the side one side at a time. See through the 6 pre-drilled holes on the side gantry to make sure they align with the nuts positioned in 2.5 before. Yes. Oh, I guess I've just skipped ahead a step again. Use the Allen key to insert into the holes, slider nuts, and move each of them for a certain distance. Okay, so basically what they're telling me to do. Oh! Okay, before that goes on, I see. So this. Okay. No, that makes no sense at all. Okay. So number one, I've got to be on this side. I'm just winging it here, guys. Sorry. I'm Canadian, I say sorry. This is the side they want me on, I believe. Now, I'm supposed to use the Allen key to insert into the holes of the slider nuts and move each of them for a certain distance. Yeah, okay, but and that's what this alignment tool is for. But place the long end of the gantry alignment tool towards the back of the base frame with the motor into the channel and align 2 of the nuts. Okay. Okay, I see what's going on now. So this goes in the channel like this. Then I have to align 2 of the nuts. There we go. So basically what that's doing, if you can see here, I don't need to come any closer, but maybe I will on this one. There you go, that's better. So this alignment tool, I'm saying place a long end. So basically what that's doing is evenly spacing all 3 of these T-nuts. And if I go along the bottom, oh, same idea, except when they fall out. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. And we'll do the other. I'm pretty sure they're going to say repeat for the other side. Of course, they're going to say repeat for the other side. So we'll come on this side. Here, let's just see how good I am if I can line them up by eye. I say that's right. I am way off. I am way off. Oh, not bad. Come on, give me credit. There's the one. Get you out of the way. There we go. And there we go. Looks about right. You're not sure being a rebel is a good thing on this build? No, I agree with you, Jason. Especially a build like this where precision is probably a little bit of a requirement. Okay, so now this is now where, oh, they took it off. I'm sorry, I have to do this. I have to, it's bugging me. Well, you need fingernails too. I don't have any fingernails. Oh, there we go. I have to do this. Look, I have to. That's satisfying in some weird, twisted way. Trust me. There. Now look, look how much nicer that looks like to work with when you actually take the paper off and see how beautiful that is. Oh, I might even be able to cut this stuff on this little machine. Okay, now we slide this over. And this is where we use this to prop up the side. Look at that dual purpose tool there, right? Holds it at the right height. Lined up the holes. Okay. Now we place the, we make sure the lines position 2.5 before. There we go. Now I bet we're going to put some screws in. Install 6 M5 14 millimeter bolts into the T-nuts. Keep the bolts loose until you finish the other side. Well, duh. And those are the M5 14s. That's that first pocket right there. M5 10, M5 14. Okay, that's these ones. This thing here got all messed up. So hang on one second, folks. All I'm doing is taking nuts out of the, well, you can see on the little screen. I keep forgetting I got split screen here. I got two cameras on this one. Okay. Where's that little Allen wrench I used to align with? Right on the book. Three and four. I need some cool background music like Nero 3DP uses when he's doing builds. He has this cool background music. I have no clue how. I can just probably better off if I just hum a tune or sing a song myself. But okay, put you guys through all that. Okay, leave them loose. Repeat the process on the opposite side. Now I can tighten all 12. Okay, so yeah, obviously leave these loose. Let's turn this around. Prop this guy up a little. There we go. And let's get these guys in. I like the blue anodized aluminum. It's kind of nice looking. It's kind of gentle. It's soft, nice, gentle, soft color. Hello, is anybody out there? Am I still live? Hello. I didn't move the mic over. Oh, there we go. Now you can hear me. Unless I just deafened you all. But, okay, this one's not lining up. Let's just give this a little. There we go. Always a stubborn one. You can use your laser to engrave your logo on the uprights. Ooh. Can I engrave on anodized aluminum with that laser, Liam? Tripod, hello, how are you? Hey, listen. Okay, just so you know. Woohoo. You notice anything? Notice anything? Aha. I just had to throw on something last second to do my stream with, so my shirt, this shirt just happened to be there. Okay, those are on. Now I can tighten all these up, it says. Tighten all 12 screws up. Uno. Dos. Tres. Cuatro. Cinco. This is where I lose it. Ciso. I have no idea. We'll turn this around. I'm at 6 and I got to go to 12. And just keep it fair. We're gonna. Oh, these are all. It's pulling itself all together here. Here we go. Where did I leave off? At Sixo. 7, 8, 9. Dos. No, that's 2. Dos. 11 and 12. Let's just make sure that didn't suck in this other side at all. Well, we're all snug. Still got one sensor here. I'm sure that's going to come into place somewhere. Okay. There we are so far. So far, so good. Siete octo nuevo diez os once dos. Once dos. I gave up on trying to learn Spanish a long time ago. Now I need to install the spindle. What I will need. See, they call it a spindle. Is that what you guys all said it was? Was a spindle? No, I called it a tool head. It's called a spindle. So we got a spindle. We're going to need a 1/8 inch collet. I'm going to assume the collet is in here somewhere. There's a lot of tools. There's a lot of parts here yet that I haven't. I'm going to guess that this box is a collet. Okay, let's switch back. You guys don't need to see me full screen anymore. Let's do this and this. There we go. So we have a collet in here. Collet. Call it what you will. Get it? You see what I did there? Call it what you will. So there's the collet. Now that I happen to know is what actually holds the tool into the spindle. Unscrew the black collet collar from the spindle. Okay, this is where the wrenches come in, I'm sure. Okay, so we will unscrew. No, nope. Yes. And yes. There we go. Unscrew this. Okay. Make sure the collet is locked in place by pushing it. Then screw the collet back into the spindle. Okay. Doesn't really say which way it goes. But common sense would dictate that it should just go in like that. No, actually it shows putting it in here first. Okay. Although I think this is pretty standard. Okay, I see. Make sure it's locked in place by pushing it. So hang on a second here. Push. Ah, there we go. It snapped into place in there. Ah, okay. There we go. And then it can go back on the spindle. That was much better. So that we end up looking like that. Okay. Okay. Loosen the spindle mount hex screw. So let's turn this a bit this way. So we have a single hex screw for the spindle mount here. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. It's the one that I got out somewhere. Where are you? There it is right here. So we loosen this guy. Okay. Slide the spindle into the mount until the external sleeve of the spindle is fully inserted. External sleeve, which is going to be this part here. Doesn't say which way. Okay, we have to loosen this up a bit more. There we go. And external sleeve looks like about right in the picture. Looks like it's got that part forward. And that's kind of the way it goes, is right there. Looks good. Looks like the picture. Tighten the hex screw to secure the spindle. Do not over tighten the screw as it can damage the mount. Okay. So tighten this. There we go. We won't over tighten it. Single side clamp mount. And just so it's finger tight. Don't want to damage the mount. There we go. Okay, install the acrylic baffles. This part is going to baffle me. Okay, here's my acrylic baffles right down here. Oh, look at that face in the camera right there. It looks familiar. Yeah. There we go. M5 by 10 millimeter bolts. I bet that's those ones in the end here. It is so. Let's take that out. It'll be easier to get at these. I need a whole schwook load of these guys. Okay. Gonna need some T-nuts. Where'd all those go? Those are all up here. Okay, that's what all these other parts here are for. Let's just get these parts laid out here so I can... Oh no, not those parts. T-nuts are down here. Okay. What's the right size? That looks small. Oh no, that's no, those are the right T-nuts. Okay. They look smaller, but looks can be deceiving. I happen to know a good T-nut when I see one. And I'm not even going to read the instructions. I'm going to be a rebel and go ahead and say, I'm sure I have to pre-install these T-nuts onto these bolts. Unless they go through something first. Oh, gosh. It's Sunday, guys. Okay. Allen key and 2 acrylic baffles. We got the baffles, no problem. Insert the M5 bolts. Okay, I'm going to have to... Oh, I don't want to peel these yet, but I have to. I'm going to have to peel these. I don't want to have to peel around the bolts. This part always baffles me. I did it again. I just did it again. There we go. Come on. One. Challenge to self. Get it off in one piece. Oh, so close. Yes, technically that counts. I've done enough of this. You'd think I'd be an expert at peeling this stuff off. There we go. So this guy is going to go on with this side. Yeah, I guess. Does it matter? Yeah, it shows, I don't think it matters which side the name goes on, but I just want to see, because I want to do what the instructions tell me. We're almost done the assembly, guys, and it's up to the wiring. Actually, the instructions don't show the name on any of them, so I'm going to put the name on that side. Doesn't matter to me. Anyways, of course, as the apprentice said, yes, these have got to go through here first. And then the T-nuts. Kind of makes perfect sense. Kind of makes perfect sense. I jumped the gun. Like a little premature T-nut. I'm not even going to finish that sentence. Although I have not rated this as child friendly, so it's all good, whatever I say. I bring guests on, but nobody wants to pop on this stream with me right now. It'd be almost too frustrating. And then that'd be like talking to myself, but then talking to somebody else to myself. There we go. If you love assembling bolts and T-nuts, just wait for the rat rig. Oh my God, really? I bet. T-nut heaven. I will bet that is going to be an interesting build. Okay, here, let me turn. This should be pretty straightforward. Get all the T-nuts horizontal. Sure, make it look easy, right? Actually, that wasn't so bad. Sure. The wrench I need is this one. There we go. One side. I have a spare bolt. Well, probably don't, but I do. Woo! Don't ask me why. Just because I can. There we go. That's what she said. How about I wing the wiring? I think the wiring is a part I can just wing without the instruction manual. Yeah, because you know all the aren't they all just color coded? I mean, and hey, it's more important to get the build right than it is to get the wiring right, I would think, because you know it's a Okay, come on, T-Nut, get on. You know, sometimes having fat fingers is an advantage, but other times, no, not so much. There we go. There we go. That part's done. Losing my mind and laughing to myself. I am. I certainly am. Congratulations, your machine frame is fully assembled. Now let's move on to wiring. Oh yeah, let's. Okay. We're fully assembled. How are we time-wise? 7:30. Wow, I was going to stream till 8. Let's see how the wiring goes. This may end up being a 2-part stream, and I may not fire it up till next week, but let's just see how the wiring goes right now. And, you know, it's a little inexperience on my behalf as far as never having wired up or built one of these machines before. So, but it kind of looks like the picture so far. Okay, let's see what they say about the wiring. So we have this board. Okay. Please refer to the video for cable management options. Not going to happen right now. So this goes up on here. It's not doing you guys a lot of good, this view. So there. So it looks like this is going to mount up on this area. Something like that. So I need some screws. At least I get a nice little Nice little toolkit, little box after this is all done. M3x8 screws and 20 M3/4 the T-nuts. That's got to be all these ones here. Don't want to mix that one up. That was a spare. I need my good old magnetic screwdriver. These things are hard to pick up with my little fingers. My big fingers, I mean. Much easier. Those are not the long screws. Those are not the right screws. Or are they? Yes, they are. Oh, I see. Okay. I was looking at the wrong picture. My bad. Okay. So we're just going to put T-nuts on the back of these. We're going to attempt to. So nice that this is, so much of this is pre-assembled. For most people, saves a bit of time, but this is me streaming something new. And as we all know, doing builds live whilst streaming take a lot longer than if you're just doing them on your own, because you take the time to talk and chat, look up at the chat and see what people are saying about you, see that people know that you're losing your mind. There we go. So let's get these guys, let's get horizontal, horizontal. I want to get, okay, that just does not sound right. There we go. And of course, why do you use a Phillips screwdriver for this stuff? I guess I really didn't need to take that off this time, because there we go. $30 millimeters. So let's not quite tighten that one. 30 millimeters in from here to here. How big is 30 millimeters? Boy, if a guy had a tape measure, or if they had something. Oh, hang on a minute. This was a 16 millimeter bolt. How big are those? Hang on. Those are, nah, not a 30 millimeter bolt. That's about a 16 millimeter bolt. So that'd be like almost 2 of those. Okay, you want it over enough so you can get at this end stop. So I'm going to call that 30 millimeters is 3 centimeters. I'm going to call that 30 millimeters right there. Unless they do give you something to measure it with. Leave about 30 millimeters space between board items is shown below. Okay. They just say about 30 millimeters. Okay. I don't think it is as critical as I'm making it out to be. I need a different bit. Yes, I did lose my mind a long time ago, Jason. I have yet to be able to find it. Did you get into place T-nut? That one's a little too small. Okay, got to be careful because it looks like this acrylic piece behind it cracks easy because I hardly tighten these and I just heard a little bit of a click. So I don't want to over tighten. There we go. And this T-nut didn't grip. There we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, those are really sensitive. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that on the mic, but just even finger tightening, you can hear a little click, click, and I can see little splits. So I can see this back thin piece maybe, oh, it'll probably hold, but yeah, it's on there solid. It's all good. Call it 1 inch. Yeah, you love the precision, isn't that nice? Well, it kind of, with the precise measuring tools, I think that's, you know, yeah, that works out. And isn't that how we do the rat rig too? Okay. Connecting the X-axis limit switches. Why did I miss something, or is there just a spare limit switch? Because I've got limit switch here for the X, limit switch here, and obviously I'm missing a limit switch here. How did I miss that? Did I miss a step? I must have. Okay, so before I go too much further, I'm going to just put a limit switch on over here for the Y. I obviously missed a step. There's a limit switch here. See, that's what I get for not reading the manual. Jason. Yes, I'm talking to you over my glasses. Okay. Oh. Come on. There we go. I'm sure I didn't see this step, but obviously, it's obvious that a limit switch goes here, so I'm not going to argue that fact. Man. There we go. Okay, it's all good. We got the limit switch in. No spare limit switch. Okay. Position the machine so the main control board is facing us. All right, we'll give you guys the similar view to what I got. There we go. We have a bag of cables. Okay. Connect the end of the limit switch cable X-lim plus X-lim. Where's my X-lim? X-lim. X-lim. Well, that's an X-lim minus. X-lim plus. Well, there we go. Okay. What do we have? Another X-lim? No, we have a Z-lim. And then we have a... Okay. Okay, that's... Okay, connect the one end of the limit switch cable X-lim plus. Plus is near the stepper motor. Yeah, where's the X-lim plus? Right here. That's a short cable. I have a phone call. Hold on 1 second, guys. Well, hello, Richard Cleveland of the First Layer. How are you? Hello? Did I just get butt dialed live? I think I might have just got butt dialed live on stream. First time for everything. So we have an X-Lim Plus to the main control board. There are 6 white sockets toward the bottom of the board. Okay, so I'm going to prop this just so you guys can see it too. Let's see. Here, let's just use this. Let's just prop this up a little bit. There we go. So we're looking down here. Okay, so you're going to have to take my word. Actually, you know what? This might work out better. If I move this over here. Let's move this in here. I just want to give you guys a good look at this control board. Let's see. See how this works. Let's put the light on it. That's a little bright. There you go. So it's telling me to put the connect the one end of the limit switch cable plus to the X limit switch near the stepper motor. Okay, this just seems okay. So we're going to place this to the X limit switch near the stepper motor. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And the other end is going to go into the X plus on the bottom, which is right. X-Lim, I need such. Can I see this any better online? Does that say? I can't see this too clear. Does that say X-Lim plus? I think it does. Right there, first one. I believe that's this one. My eyes are just so 50 plus years old. I'm sure that's the X-Lim Plus. Yep, okay. Kind of makes sense. Let's slide this out of the way. Let's see, I think I'm getting a text. Give me a call tomorrow, please. I will do that, sir. I will do that. Okay. Connect the X-Lim minus to the X-Lim minus switch. Okay, X-Lim minus was a longer one. Where did I put it? X-Lim minus. Kind of makes sense. This is the other X-Limit switch over here. I'm going to put the label up here, actually. Okay. And I'm going to hope the X-Lim minus is right beside it. Yeah, it is. Good. Okay. I'll make sure that goes in perfectly straight. There we go. X-Lim minus. Let's get that up out of the way for now. Plus minus, plus minus. Yep. Press the sealing. Huh? Why are we pressing sealing strips right now? Step 3, press the sealing strip flat side out over the cable on top channel of the beam. Oh, okay. So basically what this is saying... What? Did I feed that wrong? Oh, see what I did? See what I get for not reading instructions? They want me to loop, just so we can all see here. There we go. So what I did here is they want me to loop this one from this limit switch here, loop it in behind here, and up here. This is where I need three arms. Come on. Come on. There we go. loop it in here, and then install it. And we all know why. It's all to do with cable management. Okay, and that's where these guys come into play. Now, is this the long one? I need the 34 centimeter strip. Which one's the 34 centimeter, the long one or the short one? Huh? There's an easy way to figure that out, you know. $27 and a 34, so 34 is a longer one. Process of elimination. Okay. So basically, and that's what this one is for, is to cover that up. I'm getting messaged again. Nothing like getting messaged on a live stream. Come on, get in there. Okay. My wife says she's hungry. I know none of us have had dinner yet. I had a sandwich real quick, but other than that, none of us have eaten, and that's why I leave these. That's why I leave these streams about 2 hours, just because I don't eat dinner before the streams. I'm gonna try this way. This end is a little bit. See, when they've cut this end of this plastic strip, it's a little bit not the cleanest cut. So I'm going to start this way. That's better. That's better. Then we'll make sure, reach around here. Isn't this just incredibly exciting live stream stuff going on here? Okay, let's bring this over out of the way here. Matt German, how are you? I wouldn't call myself popular guy. I'd just say that, hey. Yeah, okay. What the heck? Come on. Come on. Come on. Somebody just texted me again saying, I'm hungry now. Stop your stream and feed me. No, I don't know if that's what it says. Okay, so there we go. And that just basically holds that into place. Part of their wire management, obviously. Let's just see what this one says. Oh, it's the same message. Okay. Wow, too popular. Come on, everybody text me. It's all good. Okay, connecting Y-axis limit switch. Okay, we're under the Y-axis. How many people have I lost so far? We're still got quite a few viewers on here for me, which is good. So we need this piece. Y-limit switch cables. So we have a Y-lim plus. No, that's a Z. That's a Z. Or Z. Y-Z. Process of elimination. That's power. Y-lim minus. Y-lim plus. So I'm going to say that the Y-lim plus is the short cable. That's just kind of, well, that one goes in. Okay, this one's a little trickier to install. So this one, let's see if I can give you guys a view of this. There we go. I think y'all can see that. But in the meantime, let's just see. There we go. So there's where this cable's going to go in right down right here. Y'all can see right through that. So I'm going to, my hand's going to get in the way. Actually, I think if I approach this, I balance this way and approach this from the other side, and of course I bump the camera. There we go. And of course, these wires are in the way. That's the right way up. And I want to make sure I don't mess this up. There we go. Okay, that plug is plugged in. You have to trust me. Okay. So that one's going to come up. We'll do cable management in a bit here. And that's going to come to the Y-Limb Plus. We're back up to this little guy here. And the Y-Limb Plus is this first one. Okay. Okay, and then Y-Limb minus. They're running that one. So I make sure I run this one right. The Y-Limb minus, okay. So the Y-Limb minus is way over here. So let's turn this whole thing around for now. There's the Y-Limb minus right there. Get this in here. That's a little tricky, but I think if I use, I take an Allen key, will help me with this. There we go. Just use an Allen key to push that in. Now this is going to route. Okay, so this looks like it's going to route. So we got that in down here, and I think we're going to route this up this extrusion here according to the diagram. So this is going to go between that cable management piece there, that cable management clip there, and then this is going to come up through here. Okay. Get this wire, this little label out of the way. There we go. Obviously, I'm going to put zip ties down in here and these parts a little later. See when she cuts the internet, yeah. Then you know she's serious. Okay, I'm trying to leave enough wire. There we go. There we go. I think I got it. You know, these acrylic panels really should have been one of the last steps. There we go. Okay. There we go. That all just kind of snapped into place nicely there. So just to give you an idea of what I was dealing with or what we're looking at over here. So basically what I did is we have the wire going in down here. That just unplugged. Damn. I think I just need to, I think I ran that a little tight. Oh, what time is it? That's why it's getting late, right? We're getting onto my 2-hour limit for my stream, and that's why. Okay. I just need to pull a little bit down. There we go. Now we're going to attempt to reconnect this plug. There we go, and there we go. Now we'll get zip ties after, and we'll zip tie that in here, and we'll zip tie this in here. That's running up this loom. Okay, and then we get to the top here. Okay, get this stripe in here, and then that's going to run across these two cable management points here, along with that one there, something like that. There we go. Okay. So we got that wire routed, whatever. We'll worry about the rest after. You know, it's nice when you're a channel that's big enough where you have your own cameraman. There we go. So this one's going to be the Y limit minus. Right in here. Okay, limit switches done. Wow. Okay. Now we need to connect the Z-axis limit switch. Didn't I just do that? Where? Z-axis. I just did that. Or did I? Anyways. No, I didn't. There's another limit switch up here. Did I miss a limit switch, or is there one already built in here? Okay, now we're looking. Oh, okay. There was already a limit switch built in right here. If you can see that, the Z-axis limit switch right there. Looks like it's had some fuzz on it. Aha. Okay, so we have a Z-axis limit switch somewhere, cable here. Right there, Z limit, Z-axis limit plus, and a Z-axis limit minus. There we go, plus and a minus. Now, okay, there's a limit switch here and a limit switch here. Okay, so that's limit. So this only has certain length of movement on the Z, which is obviously between these two limit switches. Okay, kind of makes sense. This is all about cable routing. So the Zimitlet plus goes near the top. So the plus one, which is the shorter, or are they about the same length? No, the plus is just a tad bit shorter. So this goes in the top one. Y'all can see this, I hope. Although you've probably all lost interest by now. Top one. And then we're going to take the other one minus. This is going to go in the bottom one. Let's just do that while we're on this angle. Wow, that's tight here. Let me just This light will help me. There we are. So you can see there's the top switch right here, and there's the bottom switch right here. And this little guy's got to go in just like so. So then these are going to run. I don't know if these are going to run. No, they can't run through there. Let's just see how they want these things to run. Okay. Let's see what the manual says. Into the main control board. It doesn't really say how to route the wires. But we're not going to obviously route through, so we're going to route over. We're going to route over, and we'll worry about cable management after. So we have the Z plus and Z minus. So that whole row of switches along the bottom here, this whole row of plugs was all limit switches. And obviously up top we have the stepper motors. Let's run this under. And I will go through for next week and I'll watch the cable management video that they refer to. There we go. So there's all the stepper motor wires in. Yeah, that's giving me anxiety already looking at this. So, but we'll figure that out. Had to watch Animal Kingdom? Cool. Well, welcome back. Connecting stepper motors. We're starting with our X-axis stepper motor. 17 millimeter cable, X-axis. Let's find it. There's Z. There's Y. There's Y. There's Z. Did I drop something? Did I drop something? Oh, right in front of me. X-axis stepper motor cable. Okay. This is pretty simple. We have on the back here, we have X, Y, and Z stepper motor. We have a spindle cable. So I'm putting the book away for this because I'm pretty self-competent in putting stepper motor cables in. That said, helps to put the right end in the right end. Oh, God. Okay, X to X. Okay. Y, because I said so. Why is the Y-axis stepper motor cable so long? Wow. I mean, look how long. I don't know if you can see. I got to go from here to here. And I mean, they've given me, it's the longest of the cables. And it really doesn't need, anyways. Maybe that's just the way it is. Why? That's, you can see that's how stupid long that cable is. It's just going to go that short distance. Unless it's me and I'm doing something wrong, but no, I think I'm okay. It's not like there's any movement of this cable. That's just a stupid long cable. And then Z. Like the Z cable would have fit there. This nice short cable for the Z axis would have fit there just nice. Although, like you think, well, and the Z is just got to go from here to over here with its movement. So, oh well, it is what it is. There was no reason for that longer cable. But you know, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, what have I done wrong? But really, it's all good. Okay, so we have X, Y, with this outrageously long cable, and Z. Okay. Yeah, the Y-axis cable is 52 centimeters versus 17 for the X and 28. And I don't know why they would have made that one so long. Well, there's a reason, so I'm not going to question it. Follow the frame and use the cable ties. Yeah, oh, I see. So up here, over here. Oh, I see. Okay, so you're basically saying that once I follow the frame here and up here and over here, then that's gonna. I suppose that's just to keep all the wires from out of here. Yeah. Okay. Good point. Good point. You know what? I take that back. That's exactly why. Good point, Apprentice, or Matt German, or whoever said that. Liam. Yeah, thank you. Along the bottom and up the side. Allows you to run the cable around the side. Yeah, you guys are all right. And you know what? Once I watched the cable management video, I probably would have figured that out. And then thought to myself, what a dumb thing to say on, anyways. Yeah, because you don't just want, it's all cable management. It's all to look pretty. It's all good. Okay. Connecting the spindle cables. What I will need is a 35 centimeter spindle cable. Spindle cable. Pretty simple here. This one is a no-brainer. It connects. Wow, this is getting really hard for you guys to see up here with all the wires. So I'm going to bring this guy over. Technology. Here we go. So there we have the spindle cable plug right here. Then we have the spindle cable. And that's going to go, locks on. It's got actually a locking clip on this one versus the other ones. And then we come around. Now the spindle cable, looks like we're just coming over the top for the spindle cable. Yeah. So we have red plus, black minus, and on the top of the spindle, we are going to have, is that going to focus? Let's see. It looks like the plus is right here, and the minus is right here. Plus, minus, and I graduated from electronics school. Look at that. Look at that. That was pretty simple. And those are probably going to eventually cable tie together up like that. Up like this or something. So that all, because that's all, that whole gantry is going to be moving back and forth and across, etc., etc. There we go. And this one. Okay. Install the emergency stop button. Here's an emergency stop button that's come with it. There's the plug. This guy goes. Didn't even have to look at the book for this. Little hole on the side right here. This, I believe, will come off. This piece will come off. It should. There we go. And this washer stays on this side. Emergency stop button. Okay. This goes back on. This goes on this way. You got to make sure. So this has a conical curve in. You want to make sure the conical curve is facing the frame, because that's what's going to bite into the frame and stop it from turning. Those things I know, and I'm not reading the book for this, honestly. Because contrary to popular belief, I do have a little bit of common sense. Okay. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Oops. Let me make sure I put that back on the right way. Yeah, that was that way. Okay. So I'll just pull this over this way. Give you guys a peek inside here if I can to what the heck I'm doing. So right inside there, this guy will slide on. And that's just gonna, just finger tight is gonna be plenty for that. As long as that button's working freely and there's no wobble in here at all. There we go. Okay. Okay. Emergency stop switch. I'm guessing is going to be the only open plug right here, but we'll just, let's see. No, E-stop. It's right beside the one with the probe. So right now there's a plug in there. So I've got to pull this plug out. Where I don't have any needle nose handy. But let me go get some if I can't. Let's see. Another advantage of having fingernails is pulling these things out. Right now there's just like a plug in there blocking that. So these should do. Let's just see if this will get this out. There we go. And there's the emergency stop switch in place. Okay. I guess it could be easy to bump into, John, but you'd have to actually precisely hit it. Because if you were to lean into it, the stepper motor is going to be hit first. So if it's something precise down there, yeah. But I think the idea is you want that easy access anyways. So, and if you're working at it from the front, as long as you don't push it up against something, I suppose. But yeah. Final checks: lubricate the axes, lubricate the threaded rods on all axes, a dry PTFE-based lubricant, although they're pretty well lubricated anyways, but I will lubricate them a bit more, but I need to get some PTFE lubricant. I have some at the office, I believe. Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of lube on those things. So, whew, it's been a build. And thank you for the 17 or 19 or whoever's watching so far. If you've hung out with me this far, awesome. But I think what I'm going to do, let me just see. So the next step is checking cable routing, emergency stop button. And the next thing is all software setup. They don't give you much information on setting anything else up and how to operate this thing in a sense, other than I think there's going to be videos. So I'm going to stop this here for now, as we still got this control panel to hook up. There's still a fair bit to do. We've got a lot of pieces in here. This is obviously something to do with setting a Z-stop or something similar to that. I believe that's what this is for. It goes down and anyways. That's a lot for tonight. Oh, I slammed my hand the other day and it's still sore. So we'll continue this. I'll watch some videos. I'll try and find the instructions and everything on how to go from here. Somebody asked at the beginning what sort of tools it came with. So let's have a peek here. So then we'll call it a night. But so here's the little toolkit that it came with. Let's open this up. So I don't know. It just says NJ3 2001 on it. So I don't know a lot about these things, okay? Because as I say, I'm new to this. So this first one that just kind of fell out, and I'll learn about this. So this is what this one looks like. Oh yeah, that's sharp. So that's the first one that came with it that I pulled out of there. Okay. I think Liam on here knows a lot about these things. Preserving a Z. Yeah, okay. Mills. So these are called mills, end mills. Okay. So let's see what sort of end mills that came with this. So we have that one. Let's see what this first one is here. Oh, that looks like the same one. Okay. I got a fair bit to learn here, guys. I'm not going to claim to know anything about these things. Maybe these are all the same thing. They kind of all look the same so far. They look very, very sharp. Okay. Let's go to the other end. Let's see what's here, if this one's any different. You know, again, it looks the same, but it could be, there might be slight differences in these things, or they gave me a whole bunch of the same tool, or mill, or whatever. Yeah, to me, these all look the same. I'll investigate them further and see. There might be slight differences. That might just be a box of all the same tool. And I've got to learn what's going to cut what. So there's a bunch of, I know that these pieces that came with it, I know these are for holding materials down, I'm assuming, which is what, you know, we have some large T-nuts that go in the end of these things, obviously. And these T-nuts match up with these large bolts. And so and wing nuts, we have wing nuts, and we have open-ended, let's see. Oh yeah, we have all kinds of stuff. T-nuts, wing nuts, hold down clamps. Oh, there's the zip ties for cable management. Whole bunch of zip ties. A whole bunch of Allen keys, which I didn't need. There is a USB, micro USB card. It's probably got some sample files, some software on it I'll look at. As Liam said, this is for basically leveling, or you know, basically telling it how far your tool is from the bed, etc. So I got a little bit to learn here, but it's exciting. It's a really cool, compact looking, neat machine. It's small. It's got not a bad area. I can carve out some pretty, I assume anything that'll fit on this bed as far as the limit switches go will work. Yeah, I obviously this goes down a little lower, the tool height adjustment and all that. Anyways, I got a lot to learn. So we're going to continue this next week. I'm not going to really cut anything until I learn. I want to watch some videos and I want to learn from you guys that know. And maybe Liam, talk to me. You seem to know a little bit about these machines. Contact me this week, and if I'd love to have you on as a guest host next week and get some of your input on this, because you seem to be coming up with a lot of the answers and you know a lot about this. Or anybody else, if you guys know a lot about this machine or about this technology in a sense, about the CNC, get a hold of me, pop me an email this week, and I'll arrange to have 2-3 people on with me next week as we go through some of the setup and procedure and you guys can come on and educate me a little bit as I stream and help to educate others. So sounds like a deal. Yeah, okay, sounds good, Liam. We'll touch base during the week, and we'll arrange to have you on next week. And anybody else out there that wants to come on, I'll take 2 or 3 of you on, and we can come on, and you guys can show me a little bit about this. I'm excited to get this going, because this could go hand in hand with the laser, right? With the burning, you can cut and burn, or burn and cut, or whatever. So really, really cool. So hello, Llama, you came on. Awesome. Get rid of those metal clamp plates and use plywood or something first, because you might hit one. Yeah. And again, if you want to come on next week, Llama, I know you've got CNC stuff, so get a hold of me during the week, or I'll leave it open to a few people, and I'll give you guys the StreamYard link next week. I'll message it to you, and you guys can come on as my sort of guest hosts next week and help me out with the stream. So it's been fun. I'm kind of glad that this was mostly built, because I can only imagine where I'd be if this was a complete kit where I had to assemble the whole head and the whole X gantry and everything like that. So, but it's kind of fun. It's cool. Anyways, we're good. Get a good vacuum, big mess to be made. Well, I'll do it in my garage. I have a shop vac, actually, a really pretty decent shop vac. So I actually have a couple shop vacs. So it'll be equivalent of a mess to what the smoke from my lasering was in the garage over the weekend, which is like the neighbors probably thought I was having a campfire in the garage over the weekend, because it was billowing out the door as it was. Anyways, so that's okay, Matt. You can come on and watch and learn as we do. So listen, thanks for hanging out for me this long, guys. I appreciate it. We'll continue this next week, so I don't have to worry about what I'm doing on next week's stream. I'll do a bit of watching videos and stuff, and I'll do a closer look at these tips, tools, bits, whatever you guys want to call them, and see if they're all the same, or if they gave me a couple different ones. And maybe next week we can, I don't know if I can arrange to set it up in the garage for the stream and we can actually cut something, but I'll see what I can do. Possibly. If the weather cooperates. So everybody, thank you so much, everybody who popped on, and everybody who stayed this long. As always, it is greatly appreciated. And that's what I can say. We got more stuff coming. I've been doing some filming of some graphics work, some poster printing, some banner printing, some decal making. I'm going to be posting some videos on that stuff based on popular demand and people requesting I do that. So I just got some video editing to do. So yeah, we'll continue this guy next week, and we'll try and get on some streams this week. I was a little busy last week, so I wasn't able to get on a lot of people's streams. I was hoping to get on Jerry's stream yesterday, but that didn't happen. But we'll see how it goes. So thank you guys, everybody who joined me. And yes, Jerry, thank you. Like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, if you were bored tonight, give me a thumbs down. I can handle it. But any interaction is good. And share this. And we'll see you guys next week. And have a wonderful week. And next week, we'll hopefully get some cutting of wood being done. So good night, everybody.